Very
How's
much.
it going, brother? You
Hello
good?
there. Thank you very much for your concern. I'm more than fine. How about you?
Amazing. I'm amazing, thank you. And what's your name and what's your age?
Okay, my real name is Nishan.
Nishan.
I come from Armenia.
Nice.
Although TRW community may know me with my nickname, which is Wolf Yan, which comes from the animal, the
Yeah.
wolf. Because I have stated previously in my early stages of life that I used to be a lone wolf, do everything in my power and not ask any
Yeah.
questions and not ask any help. I'm sorry. And the Yan comes from my last name, the end of the Armenian last names, which is Yan.
Ah, okay. The young wolf. Oh,
Wolf
wolf.
Yan. It's
Yeah,
okay. It's the same thing.
okay. Nice, nice. So you're
Nice to meet
so
you.
you're in the real world, correct?
In the
In the real world. You're a member of the real world.
yes,
Yes. How long have you been a member?
yes. As if May 3rd, I closed the year in 40 days
Nice.
consecutive.
Amazing. And what campus did you end up joining when you was in the real world?
I end up in the crypto investing campus with Prof. Adam,
No.
and as a combined campuses, I have the headquarters, of course, and the fitness campus as well.
Amazing. Nice. I like to hear that. So you're doing mind, body, and soul, making sure that you've got all three checked.
I'm trying to. To be honest, I'm trying to. Due to low quality, low time
Yeah.
uh, management and poor time management due to my work, I find it too hard to be able to be so productive in the fitness campus rather than in the crypto investing campus.
So did you end up in the crypto campus first? Was that the first campus you got into?
Yes, I let me tell you a backstory of
Yeah.
it. I
In my mind, that was gonna be
was
my next question.
thanks. I was 22 years old. No, 21 years old, and I was in a governmental school learning accounting.
Yeah.
That governmental school provided us with jobs for practical purposes, for us to be keen and more familiar with the item of not the item, with the field that we are going to study.
Hmm.
So I got a job in a consulting firm, which was which was pleasant at the beginning because I was in a new field,
Hmm. New environment.
new environment, and it kept getting better and better and better.
Hmm.
I was learning new stuff. It was a heads up for the accounting lessons because when I did my practice there, I learned, let's say, taxes 2 months earlier than the school.
Nice.
So, having already almost a decade of work experience in various fields, laborious or not, like serving, car washing, and construction business, etc., it was something new, like I stated before. But the only disadvantage is that we were getting paid the 75% of minimal wage in Greece.
Wow.
And that was split 50% by the government, which
Tax.
was being paid every 2 to 3 months, no money, and the rest of the 25%, the owner.
Oh wow.
So I was poorer than the poor.
Yeah.
And the best of it, I got scammed
Hmm.
in a Telegram channel where a broker promised the sun and the moon and the
As
stars
they do.
that can make 100x my capital, and I fell for it. So I worked double shifts to pay off the debts because I took a loan from the bank, I took a loan from my friends, and I worked two jobs to do it. And it was December 2023 where I came across an Instagram ad, which was from TRW, and I started to see the videos of Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate. They were they had and they have a similar mindset as my father,
Hmm.
non-stop non-stop working, hard working, everything you can do. You can do everything if you want to, if you persist on, if you are consistent, etc., etc., etc. And I asked some questions in the account, of course. They guided me, so I joined.
Yeah.
At the moment, at the moment, things were good because I had a small capital on the
Yeah.
side, and I answered the questionnaire. In the when you go in the headquarters, you don't have a questionnaire which says which campus you see fitting
Yeah.
yourself, something like that. So I answered accordingly, and it connected me with the crypto investing campus. And there, I saw that everything I was learning in the accounting school, it was delivered and explained 10 times better, 10 times easier. So I stick to it.
Okay, nice. So let me ask you this question. Obviously, you'd previously been scammed. So you come up to the advertisement of the school. Was you skeptical at first?
Yes, to be honest, I
Yeah.
was. I thought $50 to be millionaire. I didn't know. I was asking questions and questions about what is going to be the material of the lessons I will learn. How can I do it? If it's possible with risk conditions, if it's possible with other conditions, etc. So they guided me, and they told me that if you do not try, you will not learn.
Yeah.
And because of that, I got into it
And
and I joined.
so now you took that leap of faith. Let me ask you, what's your biggest win inside the real world at the minute? Like, what are you currently sitting at? Don't have to give the exact number, but like a ballpark, like a rough.
It comes with the last 4 months since January 7th, 2025 till today. I have generated the revenue of 5 figures
Amazing.
using the crypto campus lessons, but not in crypto.
Ah, so explain to me how do you do it?
Okay, I have this thing in my mind that if you want something, if you really want to learn something, you have to make metaphors about it. At the early stages of my life, I took some lessons by my failures and explained them to me like I would explain them to a 6 year
Yeah.
old, like I would educate a 6 year old. And I used every material that I learned via inside of the TRW and also in the investing
Yeah.
campus. I took the lessons and make metaphors to a 6 year old.
Yeah.
I pictured myself as a 6 year old for me to be able to learn it 10 times easier. It was 10 times easier because I had a basis in accounting and mathematics, in statistics, etc. But using that method, I learned it even more easily. And because of that, when I learn something and I understand something, I can make it for everything. So I use the fundamental lessons per se, or the crypto investing principles per se, for my real life. Okay, Prof. Adam always tells us to not give up, to be consistent, to be present, to work hard, and he taught us too many things that I cannot count in my
Yeah.
fingers. You would know.
Of course.
You know, Prof. Adam
And so
Savasandi.
was you logging in?
And I took that and used it in my real estate journey.
Nice. So you took the same principles you learned in the real world and applied it to your everyday life almost.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
And how
The consistency working. Ah, I'm sorry,
so
sorry.
no, I was gonna
Tell me.
say, how often do you log into the real world currently?
Every day.
Every day. That's amazing.
Every day.
And do you still find value in it now, even though do you feel like it's always constantly given value?
Of course, I constantly learn about things. If I lose a day, I will lose something big.
Yeah,
You go to your job, let's say you go to your job every day, like to get paid.
yeah.
So why not enter in the platform for, let's say, 5 minutes to type a GM or to see what's new, to learn new things, because every day you learn something. I take it as a grace, and I'm grateful that every day I wake up. So why not entering inside of TRW and share it with my people, with the community?
So it's a constant feed of new information.
Of
Yeah,
course,
that's amazing.
undoubtful.
And do you think like the lessons that you learn in the real world are super transferable then? Like you can it's easy to apply to a lot of things.
In my personal opinion, yes. Like I said before, I took the lessons and applied them to my real estate journey. What does mean? I mean that I took some principles, I took the lessons from Luke also, and applied them in my everyday life. I'm getting up and I'm going to my work because I can provide for my family. I can make money using those principles,
So you're a lot better off
and it
now.
is
You're a lot better off now than you was when you entered the real world.
100%,
100%.
100%.
That's amazing.
It was one of my best decisions I could ever make. In a consequence of poor and bad decisions, I think that the scamming and all those failing got into my head and didn't let me see things clearly. I had a blurry mindset, and I had forget who am I.
Do you think you could have achieved any of the things that feats that you have now if you weren't in the real world? Do you think you could have done it yourself, or do you think the real world was a necessity for you to change the way you're thinking so you can start making money, so you can start moving forward, so you can start providing for your family? Do you think it was an essential part of that process?
It was a major way to achieve things. Although I know my nature and I know my mindset, so if it wasn't for the real world, I would have find something else, not as practical and not as good as TRW is.
Not as effective.
Although I think it is in the person. It is in the person.
So
Doubtfully, TRW makes you better person every single day.
what would you say to the people who are hesitant about joining the real world? What would you tell those people?
I would tell the people that if you want to go somewhere quick, you can do it yourself. But if you want to go somewhere really, really far than right now, you need company, you need connections, you need people that will help you all the way around every day, because the community is there to help everyone, even themselves.
Yeah,
I have catch myself to help other people and feel better for myself and say, you know what, I was a beginner once, and there were people that did not give up on me.
yeah.
Even Prof Adam, crypto captains, the investing masters, the graduates, everyone have given me something, a little piece of help, and that help was, I don't know, a push for me to rise.
Very good. So, what's some of the struggles that you've faced in your rise to the position you're in now?
Late nights,
Yeah,
I was studying until 3 to 4 a.m., where 4 hours later I had to go to my job, my matrix job, and stay there for approximately 10 hours, and then come back and and enter again TRW to do the lessons, to learn, to keep moving forward. I lost quality time with my people.
yeah.
I lost quality time with my girlfriend, with my family, with my friends. I catch myself to say no to exits or
Yeah.
get-togethers due to the fact that was in a path to learn, and they didn't help that,
Yeah.
and they didn't take it as bad thing. They were here to support me. I got into graduates
Hmm.
Adam's master class, the Beyond Mastery, with the help of my girlfriend, my fiance, and my soon-to-be wife. But back then, she was my girlfriend.
So if you want to achieve something, you have to be able to put the work in, and having a team around you and set of people around you that support you is something that's very vital to that.
I will quote Prof. Adam once again: hard
Hmm.
work, and hard work.
Hard work and dedication is what we like to say. I like it.
I
You have an
couldn't be,
extremely
I
good.
couldn't be more great. I didn't hear that last
I said
part.
hard work and dedication. You have an extremely good attitude towards work and stuff, which is good. It's something that you need if you want to be successful in the real world.
Look, when you come in a foreign country as a foreigner, you never begin from zero. You begin from minus.
Yeah.
My father, let's say, he came here without knowing the language, also my mother, and they began from minus 10, let's say.
Hmm.
I was born in Greece, and I begin again from minus 5.
Yeah.
It is really difficult to be someone in another country, in a foreign country.
Of course. Of course.
So you have to put the work, so you have to be dedicated, so you have to be persistent
I mean,
to achieve that. So you have to lose friends. You have to lose quality time with friends, not friends. If you have friends, they'll never leave you. If they leave you, they will never be your friends.
that's amazing. I'm glad. Well, I'm glad that you joined the real world. I'm glad that you've made your way. You seem like a very hardworking man. I think the real world is the perfect place for you. Someone where you can grow every day, and you're someone who strives to grow every day. And I think the fact that you've come to this platform and you've made money, it really does warm our hearts. So it's amazing that you're here and you're able to do that.
I'm glad that I'm among you.
Thank you.
I'm glad that, and I'm grateful to be among you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for coming on today, man. This interview's been amazing. We look forward to
Thank you
having you.
very much for having me. It was a nice meeting you.
Amazing. And we look forward
Thank you very
to
much. I'm sorry for my poor performance in
no,
English.
no, you was amazing. We look forward to seeing you rise and rise and rise and go to the top. No more lone wolf. You got a team now. We're gonna have to change your
Of
name,
course.
Mr. Young.
Thank you very much for having
All
me.
right, G.
Have a nice day or night. I don't know where
It's
you are
night time
right
here,
now.
but thank you. We appreciate that. You too, brother.
Have a nice night then.
Nice.